The best life advice I ever got from my dad was when you realize you're in a hole, stop fucking digging. And I've seen a lot of my clients this week have a lot of trouble coming out of relationships, getting dumped. When you get dumped, both of you have to take time away from each other in order to heal. And that means getting some good sleep, eating really good food, making sure that you're hydrating, and just staying away from all the crazy dopamine, the checking in on them, the pondering, the ruminating, the excess dopamine of drinking, or trying to get back on the dating apps or find someone new and better, or just talking and complaining about it. It's learning how to sit with it, and being by yourself after a relationship is best for both parties, whether you're the dumpy or the dumper, okay? But this week, a big thing that I've seen with a couple of my clients is they're going through breakups, and the rumination is really killing them into anxiety and these sleepless nights. And trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like. It sucks, right? Being dumped, or even if you're the dump one who did the dumping, right? It doesn't feel good for either party, really. But what you need to realize is if you're in a hole, stop digging. I'm seeing my clients really have to fight the demon of wanting to reach out and feeling like they can just say one more thing. And if I just said this, and if I just told them how much I love them, and if I just wrote them this letter, if I just showed up to their house and said, I love you, we can be together, I'm changed, I'm gonna be this person, that they're gonna make everything better. No, fuck no, don't do that. Don't ever fucking do that. Coming from a guy who literally had a ring, was ready to propose to my ex, and then she dumped me, and then I said, well, here's your ring, right? Will you marry? Don't fucking do any of that shit, right? I am an idiot for doing that back in the day. Don't do any kind of grand gestures. Don't show up outside of her house with a boombox. Don't have a rolling parade to her party. Don't have your friends and family stalk them to see what they're doing. None of this for you ever, okay? If you've been dumped and you're in a breakup, whether you did the dumping or this, you have to take time away from that person so that your nervous system can calm down. If you cannot calm your nervous system down, you cannot make a logical decision about what it is you're gonna do. Instead, what happens is your ego really revs up and goes, I can convince them. I can have a logical conversation. I can show them how much they really mean to me. No. I'm telling you, right? Do not talk to them until your nervous system fully calms down and you can see things clearly for what they are. Even when you think you have calmed your nervous system down, I'm telling you that you haven't, okay? You cannot make an emotional decision. Nobody has ever gotten emotional and said, oh my God, I'm so glad I got emotional back there. I made the right decision. It's never fucking happened, okay? When you're in a hole, stop digging. If you've been dumped, if you fucked up, if you begged, if you pleaded, if you've done anything, stop digging. Stop talking to them. Stop talking about it. Stop looking at their social media. Stop trying to get all the answers, right? You take the pain, you take the punch in the face, you take the gut punch, you take whatever it is, and you sit with that until it absolutely passes through you. Take a cold shower. Once you fast for a couple days. All of this lowers your cortisol, lowers your anxiety, okay? You need to focus on sleeping and letting your energy go through your body. If you can't do this, you're not going to be able to make a logical decision. The logical decision is to let that person go every single time. The real answer of how you get an ex back, number one, is you level up yourself. You figure out what that next plateau of things that you want to do for you is, and then you learn to live without that person to the point where you don't want them or need them back. And then you start slowly building up those goals mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, academically, financially. You get to that next plateau and you realize that there's better options up there for you that have been waiting for you. And now you have those options because we never date down. We always date up throughout life. We get better and better at dating, and we get better and better partners. There's a better partner out there for you. There's a better match out there for you. Even if you go to that next plateau and that ex does come back, you're going to be able to make a logical decision now about whether you want to renew that relationship in a different way. You're not necessarily going back, but you can make a more logical decision in the future rather than making a short-term emotional decision now about trying to convince them to get back with you, even though you haven't grown. Why would someone get back with you if they've lost attraction for you and you haven't grown? You've clearly pissed them off and turned them off so much that they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to be convinced by you anymore. They've already given you a myriad of chances. Let that shit go. I promise this is the way. Hopefully that helps. But when you're in a hole, stop fucking digging. See you in the next one.